rose slowly, spreading a golden hue across the arid landscape. On one side, the Roman army stretched endlessly, their ranks a sea of disciplined soldiers clad in gleaming armor. Opposite them, Khalid stood firm, his gaze unwavering as he surveyed his smaller force of 40,000. Despite the disparity, confidence radiated from him, a testament to his strategic genius. Khalid ibn al-Walid, known as the Sword of Allah, gathered his commanders.
"We will employ the mobile wings tactic,"
he declared, his voice steady.
"Our strength lies in speed and adaptability. Remember, chaos will be our ally."
His men nodded, their resolve bolstered by his unwavering leadership. The armies collided with a thunderous roar, the sound of metal on metal reverberating across the plains. Khalid's units moved swiftly, striking and retreating in a dance of warfare that left the Romans bewildered. The desert wind howled, carrying with it the cries of battle and the scent of sweat and steel. Khalid's strategy began to take its toll. The Romans, caught off guard by the unpredictability of the Muslim forces, struggled to maintain their formations.
"Press the attack,"
Khalid commanded, seizing the moment. His forces, spurred by their leader's confidence, surged forward with renewed vigor. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the Roman lines shattered. Khalid's final assault broke their resolve, and the formidable Byzantine army began a hasty retreat. The battlefield lay strewn with remnants of armor and banners, the once mighty Roman force in disarray.
"This day will be remembered,"
Khalid proclaimed, his voice carrying over the victorious cheers of his men. The night was calm now, a stark contrast to the day's violence. Khalid stood amidst his men, who celebrated their hard-won victory. Yet, he pondered silently, knowing this triumph was but one of many.
"The greatest battle is yet to come,"
he mused, ever aware of the challenges that lay ahead.
Among the ranks, only 3,000 stand against the formidable 200,000. Each warrior knows the odds, their expressions a mix of determination and resolve. Khalid ibn al-Walid, a commanding figure on horseback, scans the enemy lines, his mind already working on a plan. The wind carries the distant clatter of Roman weapons, a reminder of the impending clash. Khalid ibn al-Walid watches as his commanders engage the enemy, their bravery evident, but their numbers too few. One by one they fall, their sacrifices marking the sand with the price of valor. Despite the chaos, Khalid remains calm, his eyes never leaving the field. He knows the moment to act is drawing near.
"We will move under the cover of night.
Khalid ibn al-Walid instructs, his voice steady and confident.
Let them think reinforcements have arrived. We must create confusion and buy ourselves time."
His men nod, understanding the brilliance of the tactic. Quietly, they reposition, their movements masked by the shadows. Without hesitation, Khalid orders quick assaults on isolated Roman units, followed by strategic retreats. The Romans, disoriented by the unexpected attacks, struggle to maintain cohesion.
"Stay swift, stay sharp."
Khalid urges his men, his voice cutting through the chaos. Khalid ibn al-Walid seizes the moment, directing his forces towards the escape route he cleverly devised.
"We retreat now, but not in defeat,"
he declares, his command echoing with conviction. His troops follow, their movements precise and orderly, minimizing casualties as they withdraw. Khalid ibn al-Walid surveys his men, their spirits unbroken despite the odds. He knows this day will be remembered, not as a retreat, but as a testament to strategic brilliance. From that moment, he is known as the Sword of Allah, his legacy only just beginning.
In the midst of this chaos stands a solitary figure, tall and resolute. His armor glints under the fading sun, and his eyes scan the horizon with a fierce determination. This is Khalid ibn al-Walid, known as the Sword of Allah, a name that strikes fear and reverence in equal measure. His presence commands respect, and even the most battle-hardened soldiers find solace in his leadership. Khalid unfurls a map, tracing routes with a steady finger.
"Our enemy underestimates us,"
he declares, his voice a blend of confidence and conviction. A loyal lieutenant, his eyes alight with admiration, nods in agreement.
"With you, Commander, victory is more than a hope. It is an assurance,"
he replies, his words carrying the weight of truth. Khalid mounts his steed, his gaze sweeping over his men with a mixture of pride and responsibility.
Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it.
He calls out, his voice carrying over the ranks. The soldiers, emboldened by his words, raise their weapons in salute, ready to follow him into the fray. Khalid moves with a fluid grace, his sword a blur as he cuts through the enemy ranks. His presence on the battlefield is like a beacon, rallying his men and striking fear into the hearts of his foes. Each swing of his sword is precise, each command delivered with unwavering authority. Khalid stands amidst the aftermath, his armor stained with the dust and blood of battle. His eyes survey the field, and a quiet pride fills him.
This is not just a victory of arms, but of spirit and resolve.
He reflects, his voice carrying the weight of hard-earned triumph. Khalid leans back, his gaze fixed on the star-studded sky.
The true strength of a leader lies not in his sword, but in his heart and his duty to those he leads.
He muses, his words a quiet testament to the legacy he continues to forge. His companions nod, their respect and admiration evident in their silence, knowing they are in the presence of a legend.
Khalid ibn al-Walid sat alone, his gaze fixed upon the battle-worn armor that had accompanied him through countless victories. His fingers traced the scratches and dents, each one a testament to a life spent on the battlefield. The silence of the tent was only broken by his deep sigh, a sound filled with the weight of recent events and unexpected decisions. Messenger approached with a respectful bow, his eyes avoiding direct contact.
Caliph Umar has decided to relieve you of your command, Commander Khalid,
he announced, his voice tinged with unease. The words hung heavily in the air, as if the very fabric of destiny had been altered by their utterance. Caliph Umar ibn al-Khattab stood resolute, his expression one of contemplation and resolve.
I did not dismiss him due to any fault or betrayal,
he explained to his advisors,
but because people were becoming too attached to him, and I feared they would place their faith in him rather than in Allah.
The Caliph's words resonated with a wisdom that transcended immediate understanding, revealing a leader's burden of foresight. Despite the shock of his removal, Khalid accepted his fate with the same grace and dignity that had defined his illustrious career. He understood the Caliph's intentions, recognizing the greater purpose behind the personal loss.
I have always fought for the will of Allah,
he murmured, his voice steady and resolute. In the solitude of his thoughts, Khalid contemplated the irony of a warrior's life.
There is no spot on my body without a sword wound or spear thrust,
he mused.
Yet here I am dying in my bed like a camel.
His words, spoken with a touch of humor and resignation, echoed the eternal struggle between fate and human endeavor. Though Khalid left the world in a manner he never anticipated, his legacy endured, immortalized in the annals of history. His life, a testament to the unwavering spirit of a true leader, remained an inspiration for generations to come. The words, Khalid ibn al-Walid, the undefeated commander, lingered in the minds of all who remembered him.